What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have a set of news that might be really important for you. First of all, I will show you that we have some controversial news in regards to the potential path of the resolution. And some community members might think that it is a bad news, but to be honest, I don't think so. Then I will continue with the news that for now is still rumors, but this news came from one of community member who has a huge credibility in our community. And this news is directly related to the fact that for now, at this very moment, in the middle of May of 2024, you can sell your MMTLP shares for the price of around $1,200. And guys, this news is mind-boggling. I don't know what to say on top of this, but at the same time, we have even more impressive news, and this news is directly related to the appearance of Roaring Kitty, the person who started the GME and AMC short squeezes back in 2021. And I will explain you how this appearance might help us to have a huge breakthrough in our case as well. And at the end of this video, I will share my personal story. And that is why, guys, watch this video till the very end, because it is really important for me. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for me personally. I don't want to say anything on top of that. That is why let's go to the news itself. So, first of all, we are on MMTLP Resources, and here you can see the article that was published just a couple of hours ago, and it's titled "Community Divided Over Next Steps." And let me quote you this. Two schools of thought emerge on the next steps to a resolution with valid points by both sides. With a community of more than 65,000 shareholders, it's nearly impossible that everyone will agree with everyone else. Over the past many months, there have been feuds and disagreements, mainly involving personalities. But recently, the course of action has been questioned. The first school of thought is to continue working with Congress and seeking their help by repeatedly asking them to hold a hearing for MMTLP through phone calls, emails, and tweets. The second option is somewhat similar, but the suggested approach is different. This approach is more about calling out congressional members like Patrick McHenry for inaction and exposing their party's political donations in tweets. Community member Paul T is on board with this second approach and supports the more direct approach, including adding an ultimatum. And here is the tweet that Paul T published just recently, and he is calling to find out the way how Patrick McHenry should act in order to push our case forward. And guys, this approach is debatable, but definitely it is worth your attention in order to know what potential outcome might be from this path. And let me quote you further. Community member Anna has recently been tweeting about how much money Congress receives from the hedge funds, the very enemy of our battle. And she added the tweet that she published back in 2023 with the numbers of donations from major hedge funds and market makers to the different branches of Congress. And let me quote you further. This raises a valid point. If hedge funds are found in Congress, how can we expect them to stop hedge fund wrongdoing? Others in the community strongly oppose this approach. They stress how far we've come and how we have a good relationship with so many in Congress, and we need to continue what we are doing. They are against any ultimatums and fear this approach will burn relationships that took years to build. See Jen Capella's reply below. And Jen Capella responded to the tweet that was published by Paul T, and she wrote, "I absolutely do not agree with this approach. I am very disheartened this is being pursued. As someone who has built relationships with key officers in DC, many of whom are truly willing to help us, I do not support this tactic as a representative of the MMTLP community as a whole." So, very straightforward statement. This entire thread is quite a lengthy read, and many of these comments make very valid points. Community member John sums his feelings up in a short but sweet tweet. I agree, this is a big mistake and may derail the hard work of so many in the community. Part of the conflict revolves our community leaders, so-called community leaders, or those that so-called represent the community. To state the fact, there are no community leaders in this. We are all just shareholders. One person may do more of this and another person may do more of that. But we have no leaders and Congress knows this. They are smart enough to know that one person's tweet does not represent the entire 65,000 plus shareholders. In short, everyone is going to do what they feel is best, and that's probably the best answer. We can have spaces to let anyone explain why they think their approach is the better one, but in the end, it's up to each shareholder to make their own decision on how they want to take action. It is important to know that when we last heard from John Burda in a space call, his suggestion was to just keep doing what we have been doing. He clearly supports continued progress approach. And just one final note. Whatever you do, always be respectful. We can win this. And guys, yes, no matter what type of resolution we are seeking, no matter what path you are choosing right now, but if this path leads us to the resolution, it is worth our attention. Moreover, guys, we don't know which path will be more prominent in our case. That is why there is no wrongdoers inside our community, and everyone can do what we think the most important for us. And if this path is successful, it will definitely benefit everyone inside the MMTLP community. So that is why, guys, I don't like to see this type of scandals inside the community, but it is what it is. I'm just making these videos in order to show you the sentiment and the latest news in regards to our case. And let's continue with another quite interesting update. Yesterday I showed you that Don Ritchie made some tweets in his Twitter account, and these tweets were extremely weird. But for now, as you can see, his account is pretty much deleted. This account doesn't exist, and here is the name of this account. And Jen Capella in both of her accounts doesn't mention anything about this news, and here is her second account. I have to say that I found out quite interesting facts. By the way, I found new account of Don Fizz. Here it is, and he made it back in April of this year, but he made just several tweets a couple of days ago, 4 days ago, on May the 10th. And while I was searching for this update, I found this quite interesting tweet that was published by Sam IM. Let me show you. Again on May the 10th. And here's the most important part. Don Fizz, Ritchie, says Singapore and other overseas is real, and he has had proof for 10 months. But Torchlight shuts him down and takes away his MMTLP microphone. So what is he talking about? And he's talking about the fact that for now you can close your short position overseas, for example on Singapore exchange, for the price of at least $1,200. And guys, it is mind-boggling, but Ritchie knew about this for 10 months. He found out this information 10 months and he kept silent. But on top of that, let me show you this screenshot. Here you can see the potential next bullish hydrocarbon shares, and the price of these shares was $242.5, and it was the price on June 30th of last year, I guess. And it is another quite interesting update. As you can see, it is a screenshot from Yahoo Finance. On top of that, guys, let me show you another post that was reposted by Sam IM on May the 10th, and it was the post from Patrick Decordy. And Patrick wrote, "Not sure why they don't share all their foreign trade data. We can at least try to explain it to them." And he refers to his own tweet again with a screenshot of TRCH US cash stocks data, and here you can see the date of May the 9th. As you can see, this screenshot is made in the European date format. First of all, it is a day, then month, and then year. And as you can see, just 5 days ago, the price of TRCH stock was $2.02. And let me quote you this tweet. This is a CFD, derivative contract, and not the real shares that would clear and settle at NSCC and DTCC. A contract for differences, CFD, is an agreement between an investor and CFD broker to exchange the difference in the value of a financial product, securities or derivatives, between the time the contract opens and closes. There is no delivery of physical goods or securities with CFDs. A CFD investor never actually owns the underlying asset, but instead receives revenue based on the price change of that asset. For example, instead of buying or selling physical gold, a trader can simply speculate on whether the price of gold will go up or down. And guys, definitely I knew about the CFDs, but I couldn't even imagine that for now, with the stock that doesn't exist, we have CFDs on the market. And I found this exchange. Let me show you that it is xtb.com. And here you can see TRCH.US cash stocks, Torchlight Energy Resources. And the latest price is $2.12. If you switch to, for example, 3 months period, you can see that the highest price was $4.56. Next one, 1 year. And here we have again quite weird activity. In January of this year, on January 26th of this year, we have a huge spike in price of TRCH share. But guys, I cannot even imagine that we have a CFDs with the stocks that doesn't even exist. And in my opinion, you cannot set up the price of the asset that doesn't exist. If I'm wrong, please drop me a line in the comment section and tell me how it is even possible. And all this information leads us to the conclusion that potentially, let me show you again this tweet that was published by Sam IM. And you can, by the way, you can watch these 2 videos that is pretty much parts of the space call where Don Fizz tells about the price of next bridge hydrocarbons shares in Singapore Stock Exchange. So it is what it is. We have to find it out, and I don't know how even to comment this news. But let me show you this. You know that just yesterday, and I showed you this in my previous video, the Roaring Kitty made this tweet, just a random picture, random screenshot of the person who is playing console games. But then he started to post a lot of tweets, a lot of videos, and it is a compilation video, but guys, it is quite interesting set of videos, and a lot of people might think that something big is coming, and Roaring Kitty is back. That is why, let me show you that the price of GME, wait a second, something wrong with the connection, the price of GME skyrocketed for more than 200% within just the last couple of sessions. And it is quite weird activity, because for now we don't know who is standing behind this Twitter account that previously was managed by Roaring Kitty, the person who started the GME and MC short squeezes. But for now, these videos are very promising. If you watch them one by one, you will find out the main idea of these compilations. But in general, for now, we don't know who is standing behind the scenes. That is why you have to be very cautious. But at the same time, if there is a real Roaring Kitty standing behind it, we can potentially have him on our side. And for example, RareDD wrote this: "Most of us have seen Hollywood's version of your story, The Roaring Kitty. It would be amazing if you could watch ours." And he refers to his video that he published back in March, at the very beginning of March 2 hours long video where he explained in details the entire MMTLP saga. So if the Roaring Kitty will help us, definitely it will be a huge breakthrough in our case. And a lot of other community members think that he might help us. For example, Anna Trades also pointed to her tweet and she tagged the Roaring Kitty in her Twitter account. Botfly wrote this: if you, the Roaring Kitty, wanna have real fun, pounce on MMTLP and MMAT hard and help with the hundreds of thousands of investors crushed by the massive FINRA U3 halt, financial fraud cover-up with those two tickers. A cover-up that makes Watergate look like bingo gossip at the Elks Lodge. So, yes, I think, guys, we are standing in front of something big, because a lot of wrongdoers are scared to death, and we have to see some kind of breakthrough in different cases, because for now we have multiple tickers that were shorted to oblivion, and one of these tickers is definitely ours, and we have to have a resolution, and we have to have fair markets in general. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star.